Hey, there we are on Psych Ups with Brian. We're live, and today we're going to talk about words. It's actually National Word Nerd Day. Are you a word nerd? Do you appreciate the power of words? What's the most powerful use of the power of words? There's a really great quote by Rudyard Kipling, who wrote the Jungle Book, and he said, "Words are the most powerful drug known to mankind." Okay, words are the most powerful drug known to mankind, meaning you can weave with words, you can sort of hypnotize people and mesmerize people and get people to do things. That's what, politicians try to do. They try to use words to get people all motivated to do this or that. I want you guys to be able to use words to help yourself get motivated. So how do you do that? What's the highest and best use of words? I believe it is affirmations. Affirmations get your mind right and get you to take action. What's the best thing that words can do is to get you to take action. Sometimes words are action. If you're making a phone call, an important business phone call, your words are your action. That phone call is an action, and the words you use are a crucial part of that action. So what do I always say? What's the secret of success? Okay, remember that. What's the secret of success? Stick to the steps, stick to the scripts, and stick to your schedule. Okay, and what's the middle one? Stick to your scripts. So you need to stick to those scripts, or else you're just saying words that are not going to be as powerful. Okay, now, because we've been doing this for over 20 years, and I was good with words when I started, I've always been a writer. And some of you guys know that we lived in LA for 7 years, and I wrote over 20 screenplays, feature length movie scripts, and about a dozen TV episodes. I got good at writing how people talk. And so the scripts that you use from us you can be absolutely guaranteed, assured, they're the best. The words in there are the best words to get done that deal that you want to get done. So what is the most important script in our entire system? What is the one script that if you learn that one script, you'll actually understand seller financing and be pretty good at it? It's the seller financing closing call script. So write that down, and you should be reading that over. And that should be a script that should be the script that you are the most familiar with in the entire real estate investing business. Okay, unless you're just focusing on doing wholesales or just focusing on doing flips, but obviously I want you to be building a cash flowing portfolio. What's our goal? What's our end goal? And you can't do it maybe in 1 year, but our end goal is 20 rental properties that are averaging $500 positive cash flow each. And that's a $10,000 a month passive income every month. That is pretty much financial freedom to pretty much any one of us. Okay. I hope your lifestyle isn't so lavish that won't cover your bills, especially in retirement. So again, that's the end goal. So what words are you going to say that are going to help you reach that goal? It's the seller financing closing call script mostly. All right. Now you can there's two other main scripts: the seller financing closing call, the sandwich lease purchase, and the subject to closing calls. But that's the core of this entire business, is getting on the phone with a seller and reading that script. Okay, and if you can do that enough with decently qualified sellers, and I always like to say, if you can make 20 calls a week, if you can make 20 calls a week and at least 10 of them are sellers, that means you're going to talk to 40 sellers every month. And so there's just going to be somebody in there who's the right match for you. And that's what this business is. It's finding your right match. But then once you find someone who could be your potential match, you got to win them over. You got to persuade them. You have to use the art of persuasion. So what's the art of persuasion? It's using the right words. It's saying the right words at the right time. And where do you find all those right words? In the scripts. Okay, so follow the scripts for the what to say system. Now, like I said before, when do you use affirmations? Affirmations are the most powerful example of the most powerful use of words, because that is when you are using words to propel you into action. So, and to get the right mindset. All right. So when you say, I am a real estate winner, okay, is real estate winner, is that some powerful words? Are you a word nerd? It's National Word Nerd Day. So pick the words that you like and think those words a lot more. And also you should be aware of the words that are harming you. We all tend to have certain words that we repeat that are negative self-talk, that when we get us into a negative role and get us thinking that we're less than we are, okay, and hurt our confidence. We actually sometimes will think about ourselves, oh, that was so stupid. The word stupid should be stricken from your vocabulary. Okay, and especially if you're applying it, well, whether you're applying it to yourself or anybody, obviously that should not be something that you're saying. So that is one of those negative buzzwords that you should just remove from your vocabulary. And then there's other ones. Anytime you're getting down on yourself, if you catch yourself making a mistake, and then after you making your mistake, instead of learning and forgiving and moving on, which is the right process, you're beating yourself up. Look at the words you're using. What words do you use? And sometimes they're swear words. And so just say, I'm not going to think those words. And not only am I not going to say those words out loud anymore, I'm not even going to allow those words in my head. If they start to creep in, I'm just going to push them out. Okay. So that's being, actually curating the right words in your head. That's what we should all be trying to do, and thinking the right way and keeping your thoughts positive. So that's how words, if you want to be a word nerd, let's keep the words positive and compelling. There's words that are just exciting, like the word exciting. I'm excited about my goals. That's a good affirmation. I'm excited about my goals. I'm going to achieve my goals. So anytime you say an affirmation, that's using words in a really powerful way. So I want you to absolutely have a lot of favorite affirmations, including I am a real estate winner. I am a master caller. I'm great on the phone. I love making closing calls. That's Lynette's favorite. I love making closing calls. So that is obviously a powerful application of words. But where are the best words again for this business? They're in the what to say and what to do system scripts. And I got no hesitation saying those are the best scripts in the business. And remember, we cover all 7 deals. So no matter if you're doing wholesales, flips, or whatever, all the scripts you need. It's not just for negotiating seller financing deals and selling on lease purchase. That's part of it. But it's every kind of deal. All 7 deals are in that system with all videos. So you get to see Lynette and me play 15 different characters. If you haven't watched the videos in a while, go watch them again. They're fun and they're very educational. Watching me and Lynette do, basically role play all the scripts, but we're playing different characters and it's entertaining. Okay, but it's also extremely educational. Okay, so you guys, so let's use words the best possible ways, right? Using the scripts to close deals, using affirmations to stay super positive, and to help yourself, propel yourself into action, to take action. I love words, love to read. Yeah, I always love to read. I feel like reading is kind of a lost art because I think back when I was growing up, I was reading for pleasure, but maybe I was a weird kid. Maybe I was. Plus, I played sports all the time, but I still managed to the scripts keep you on topic, get you through the pushback question. Yes, remember, guys, every section in the what to say and what to do system, it starts with the opening call, then it goes to the different closing calls, and then it goes to objection answers. It also has the deal meeting in there. So all those, that's 4 different sections for the scripts. First script is the opening call. Now you're going to use the FSBO opening call, the realtor opening call, however, landlord opening call, even don't forget that I want you to try to talk to leasing agents. We even have a leasing agent opening call. So whatever the opening call is, then the closing call, then the deal meeting, and then all the objection answers. They're each in all the sections separate. So don't forget, those are all there that you can access them. Caleb, happy Big Friday. Yes, this is the time to kick off your year, guys. There's still people not really taking action. I want you out there taking action, talking to sellers. And in some of your markets, this is kind of a slower time because it is winter. And if there's snow on the ground, a lot of times people slow down a little bit, but don't you slow down. I mean, this is when you can sometimes get great deals, right, Caleb? All right, Charles, you have to sweet talk yourself every day, become your own biggest fan, hype yourself up. First thing when you wake up, I am a winner and I own the day. Yes, with affirmations. Now, I'm going to be giving you guys in the next couple of months I've been talking about this program, role control programs with PsychUps, where you get all psyched up. With this, the system with our real estate investing teaches you what to say and what to do. It's got all the steps in there for every deal. It's got the 36 steps for a creative financing deal. And so it's got all the steps that you need to do, but it's also got all the scripts. So what to say and what to do, but it doesn't have what to think. Okay, so that's what we're giving you guys, what to think. Now, I've just recently finished the script for the I Am a Real Estate Winner. So I'm going to give you guys all that for free. I'm going to record that on video, so then you'll have an audio that will be the perfect programming, exactly what you should be thinking in your mind as a real estate winner. All the best words that build your confidence and make you feel like you can do it. And not only make you feel like you can do it, get you in action doing it. So that's coming up soon, guys. And I can't wait to get that to you, because that's, like I said, what to think is because what to think leads to what to say. It leads to what to do. So thank you so much, Charles, for that. Happy Friday, Nolan, Kathy. It's always great to see you guys. All right. So that's a great talk today, guys. Remember the power of words. Use the power of words with scripts and affirmations, especially. So I love words. Let's say, I use the power of words. I use the power of words. That'll be our affirmation. Okay. 3 times on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I use the power of words. I use the power of words. I use the power of words. Yes. All right. Great job. Great job. 3 deep breaths. Deep breath in. Always a big smile, and let it go. Another one. Hold it in a little bit. And are you guys getting good exercise even though it's winter time? Last one. You got to stay in shape even in winter. Don't keep weighing yourself every morning. Remember, that's one of my secrets, is I weigh myself every morning. And then, you have a range. I want to be in this range. If I'm getting to the top of the range, then I got to just watch what I'm eating for one day. Okay, so but remember, guys, this is when you can lose it, especially from the holidays. So a lot of you guys have real estate New Year's resolutions for real estate and for fitness. And so, just be conscious. That was one of my little habits that I developed after I lose 50 pounds. If you guys don't remember, I lost 50 pounds in 50 weeks. I actually got up to 204 pounds. And then and this was way before Ozempic and that, this was back in 2013. I lost 50 pounds over the course of a year, 50 weeks. And so I weighed myself every day. I ate a lot of the right foods, and small portion satisfaction was the key. Getting used to eating a smaller portion, because you look at a plate and you say, wow, is that a lot of food? Well, get yourself thinking, cut your portions in half, and then say to yourself, wow, that's so much food. I don't know if I can finish all that, and you start to program yourself. It's all of the words, isn't it? It always comes back to the words that you're telling yourself. And that's what I did. I told myself the right words. And what was my affirmation? I am a super fit soldier. Okay, so how many words is that? I am a super fit soldier. 5 words, right? And those 5 words helped me lose 50 pounds. Because every time I looked at food or thought about food or went to the grocery store, I'd be thinking, I am a super fit soldier, and I'd be making the right decisions. And I am a real estate winner is a transformational affirmation the same way. And that is a 5-word phrase that can actually change your life with just words. So, all right, guys. I got motivated today. I love talking about words and the power of words. So great stuff. You guys have a great weekend, and I will be saying goodbye. So until I talk to you on Monday, and guys, you can always ask me questions about deals. Let me know what's going on with you. I always like to answer any questions about real estate or anything if you have anything that is pressing. So feel free to drop questions in here, even if it's not on topic. I love to answer your questions as well. All right. So looking forward, eating to satisfaction, not getting full. Okay. Yes, that works. Awesome. Good job. Good job, Noel and Kathy. All right, guys. So I will see you on Monday. Until then, keep expecting success, getting awesome training and motivation from the Wolf Couple, and taking action. Take a lot of good action this weekend. All right. We'll see you guys on Monday.